All right, go ahead and just tell me when.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, I want to make sure y'all are awake. If you're facing the other wall, please turn around and face me. I made the first mistake of a public speaker. I gave you my materials in advance. I don't want you to be distracted. I want you to pay attention. My name is Andrew Hendricks, and I am the dual enrollment coordinator at USCA, and I am thrilled that you're here today to learn a little bit about our program and to decide if you want to apply for it for next year. We have a great track record of students from South Aiken over the last 15 years or so who have done dual enrollment and had great success with it. So I hope you will join and help us continue that tradition, okay? So let's talk a little bit about what the dual enrollment program is and isn't. Dual enrollment is meant to enhance the great experiences and the challenging academic program that you're doing here at South Aiken High School. We're not here to replace AP or any other rigorous coursework you're doing here. We want to work alongside that. We want to help prepare you for what to expect on the college level, to give you a taste of college academic programming. Okay, this is an acceleration program. I need you guys, if you want to apply for it, to be ready to take your level of work up a notch next year in these classes. That is no knock against anything you're doing here at South Aiken, against your instructors here. It's just the college coursework is going to go up wherever you go to college. And if you're starting with us in dual enrollment, your workload is going to go up. So you've got to be prepared for that. This is an on-campus experience. And when I say on campus, I mean our campus. You're coming to USC Aiken for our courses. I hope that's exciting to you and intriguing to you. But you need to think about transportation. And when we book classes, we need to make sure we're giving you enough travel time in between South Aiken and USCA and back if you're coming back for band or athletics or headed to a part-time job, whatever it may be. We want to make sure you understand you're having to book that time in to come to campus. As much as I would like to think that every single one of you would dual enroll with us and then stay with us as a freshman after you graduate South Aiken, I know that's not realistic. Some of you are going to go elsewhere. Most of our courses are extremely transferable. They'll go with you wherever you want to, as long as you put a good grade on the board, okay? This is not right for everyone. As we go through the information, you may be excited about it. Something you hear me say may say, I don't know. It may not be right for me, and that's okay. You can have a great, challenging curriculum here at South Aiken if you decide to go that route. And this is not to be taken lightly. If you do this, you are starting your college GPA. You are starting the foundation of your life scholarship renewal. Okay? Is everybody in here on track for life scholarship or better? This is where you shake your heads. Okay, great. Your life, your hope, your Palmetto Fellows, whatever you receive, that's based on the work that you do in high school. At the end of freshman year, the renewability of your scholarship is based on what you do at the college. And guess what? Dual enrollment courses count. So let's say you do 2 courses a semester with us as a senior, 4 classes total, 12 semester hours. At the end of freshman year, you've got to have 30 semester hours with a 3.0 or higher to renew your life scholarship and make your parents very happy and proud of you, okay? If you do 4 classes with us and you make 2 A's and 2 B's, you've got 12 hours with a 3.5 GPA and you are in great shape to renew your life scholarship at the end of freshman year. But if you make 2 B's and 2 C's in dual enrollment, now you've got 12 hours and a 2.5 GPA and you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole that you're going to have to work really hard during freshman year to get that GPA up over the 3.0 level. So it's super important to take this very seriously and put in the work. Do the work. You can be successful. Most of our dual enrollment students make A's and B's, but you got to put the time and the effort in, okay? All right, so what does it take for you to be admitted to dual enrollment at USC Aiken? Well, we want to see that you are well prepared. So we look for top 25% of the high school class and or a 3.5 or higher GPA on the uniform grading scale, the weighted grading scale, okay? I'm guessing every single one of you in this room meets that requirement, or else you're very close to it. We also look for standardized test scores, 1020 or higher on the PSAT or the SAT, if you've already gone ahead and done the regular SAT, or a 21 or higher on the ACT, okay? Now, if you are an outstanding student here at South Aiken, and you're a little bit short on that test score, we can make some exceptions, okay? You got a 980 on the PSAT, I can probably go ahead and get you admitted. I can't make 120 point. If you've got 900, no, that's probably not gonna work. But a small exception, yes, we can work with you on that. Your performance here at South Aiken is the best predictor of your success on the college level.
The courtyard is closed at this time due to weather. We need everyone to enter the building, please. The courtyard is closed at this time.
The final part, and this is a huge one, that is a part of the requirements for admission, is the participation and the support from the high school. This is a three-legged stool that you're on. It's you, it's the university, and it's the high school. We all have to be in agreement, okay? So you're gonna hear me talk about funneling a form to Ms. Weimer so that she can sign off and say, yes, South Aiken High School thinks this student can be successful. We support their application for dual enrollment, okay? Super important. We don't want to put you in a bad position. We don't want to put you in a position where you may be unsuccessful in your classes, okay? So that's why we use these requirements as part of the process, okay? That's okay. When we think about courses and what we can do during dual enrollment, these are the most popular courses that we get asked for by students, okay? English 101 and 102 are absolutely the most popular ones. In order to do English 101 and 102 at USCA Aiken, you must have already finished all 4 of your high school Englishes first. We do not use English 101 and 102 to replace your 4th English, okay? So just keep that in mind. But lots of math courses, lots of social sciences like sociology or psychology or anthropology, philosophy. The art classes are very appealing to a lot of students. Intro to theater, music appreciation, art history, things like that. Mostly the gen ed courses. Most students, even if you already have in mind a particular academic major that you want to pursue, most of the time you're not getting into anything deep in that during dual enrollment. You're taking gen ed courses that count towards any major at any college or university, okay? What does it cost? There is a cost to this, folks. And I need you to be aware of this because this may be part of your decision of whether or not this is appealing to you. $66 per credit hour is our current tuition rate for dual enrollment. That is a dramatic discount over what we charge normally. If your parent showed up or Ms. Weimer showed up and said, I want to take a class, we would charge them $433 per credit hour. We're charging you $66. So about an 85% discount off of the standard rate for an in-state student. Now, that's it for financial aid. You've got to be prepared to pay. So about $260 for one single 3-hour course. If you want to do 2, that's going to be about $500 tuition for the semester. That does not include the cost to rent or purchase your textbooks. You don't just get handed textbooks like you do in high school. Renting or purchasing, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $75 to $100 per class, okay? None of that is due now. So you've got time to apply, get admitted, work through the process, select courses, get registered, and continue to have that conversation with mom and dad and think about things from the financial perspective, okay? So speaking of application, now's the time. If you like what you're hearing from me, if you like what you've heard about the program from friends or family members who have done it, now's the time to apply. Let's get you admitted. The information that I'm giving you here today, and for those of you who walked in late and didn't, make sure you pop up front and pick up materials before you leave. You've got a couple of things that are critically important to you. First, you've got the dual enrollment brochure, which gives lots of details, and our website. You go to the website and that says by the end of January. I did not update that. That was from an earlier presentation. It's still open, okay? By the end of February, you want to have that application submitted online. It's a $10 application fee. You answer the questions. The logic of the application is going to track you into the dual enrollment app. It'll be a $10 application fee payable with a credit card online. Once you do that, you need to fill out this dual enrollment application supplement form. It's a front and back form. The top of the front page needs your signature. saying that you're ready to step up to the challenge and do it. It needs a parent signature saying that they are comfortable with you doing dual enrollment and being in a college classroom. College classrooms are a little different than high school classes. We want them to be on board with it and make sure they're comfortable. Third piece is for Ms. Weimer. You bring this in with your 2 signatures, the citizenship verification form filled out on the back. You bring this in, hopefully with a copy of your driver's license or birth certificate or whatever, and you hand it to Ms. Weimer. This is where she gets to weigh in and say, yes, this student is absolutely ready to do well in dual enrollment, we approve. This is also the trigger for her to provide us with your transcript, your test scores, your immunization records. There's lots of paperwork that she's doing on your behalf, and this is what kicks it off, okay? So, we want to get this done by late February. Go ahead, Ms. Weimer, right here. This is what your application portal is going to look like. Okay, after you submit the application, this is where you're going to come back to check your status, to see your acceptance letter. If you've got questions, there's links to various information you need. If you need to get in touch with me, there's my pretty smiling face and my contact information, okay? You'll use this throughout the process. Let's go ahead. One of the things that we're going to do is do the acceptance letter, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to give you information saying, yes, you're admitted, congratulations, but we're going to immediately start talking about requesting courses, okay? We're going to give you the ability to look at USC Aiken's fall 2025 schedule, find the course or courses that you might be interested in, and then submit a request form, okay? You and I are happy, I'm happy to have conversation to help you pick that if you need help. You may have some ideas already. I really want to take English 101. I really want to take university level pre-calculus, whatever it may be. You may be fine on your own, but I'm happy to help if need be. Let's go ahead to our next one. Registration begins in late March. So we want you to submit that course request form by the middle of March. Okay, let's go one more slide, Ms. Weimer. This is what the form is going to look like. We're going to update it so it will say fall of 2025. But it's going to have some information, it's going to have links to information that you may need to help pick the courses. Let's go one more slide. This is where you tell us exactly what it is you want to do. You say, I want to take 1 or 2 courses during the fall of 2025. Do you prefer in person or online? Let me answer that question for you. You prefer in person. Let me repeat that. You prefer in person. If you have a serious request and reason to ask for an online course, we're happy to discuss that. That's kind of on a case-by-case basis. Really, you want you to be in the class. That's part of why we do dual enrollment, is to give you a feel for what's life like in the college classroom. You don't get that through the online, okay? This is where you can tell us the exact course, the exact section. Not only do I want to take Sociology 101, but I want to take Sociology 101 section 008 because it meets on Monday and Wednesday from 2 to 3:15 p.m. And I know that I finish at, or I'm guessing, I'm going to be finished at South Aiken by 1 p.m. fall of senior year, and I'll be able to drive safely to USCA and be in class at 2. Okay, so again, usca.edu/DE is our website. Ton of information on this page. We go over the requirements. We go over what you need. It's got a hyperlink to the app supplement form. It's got a link to the citizenship verification form. All of the things that you need to do in order for us to get you admitted and then registered. Okay, now my last slide, and then I'm going to open it up for your questions because I know y'all have lots of questions for me. Okay, couple of tips. The number one thing you can do to do well in your dual enrollment coursework is to have your butt in the seat when the class is meeting. Don't miss class unless you absolutely can't avoid it. Class moves very quickly. You guys have gotten a taste of that now being on the block at the schedule here at the high school, but the college courses move even quicker because you're only meeting 2 or 3 times a week. Classes typically meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 50 minutes, or Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday for an hour and 15 minutes. They go quick. So be there, if at all possible. Take advantage of your resources. Lots of support services at USCA, starting with me, but I have a great group of colleagues that can help you to be successful. Show of hands, how many of us are good managers of our time? Okay, handful. How many of us have a little work to do in that area? I'm with you on that. This is where it becomes serious stuff, guys. Okay, if you're already doing AP coursework here, you've got a feel for it, but it becomes really serious. Figure out how you're going to juggle being here at the high school, being across town at the university, your extracurricular activities. Y'all are busy, busy people. You got lots of things going on. We want to make sure you're successful juggling it. Solid study techniques. Keep in touch with your professors. Those kind of go hand in hand. Your professors want you to be successful, okay? They want you to be successful, but you've got to be in touch. You've got to ask questions. You've got to let them know when you need help of some kind. They may not be the right one to help you with every single situation, but they can help you find the resources. Same thing with me. Stay in touch with me. If you need something, I may not be able to answer every question, but I can help you find the people around campus who can assist you, okay? All right, this one, I put a smiley face. I know y'all don't like email the way I do. Ms. Weimer gets annoyed with how much email I send her. I cannot do my job without keeping track of my email. And I think you're going to find that some of our professors are uber focused on email. That is their preferred means to communicate with the class. Some may do it through Blackboard or other means, but you need to watch that email, okay? You will be assigned a USCA email account if you're admitted. You gotta check it. You gotta stay in touch with that professor. Some of it is for assignments and for doing well in the class. Others is just logistics. If your professor has the flu and sends out an email and say class is canceled for the next 2 days, you want to get that before you drive to campus, not be sitting in a classroom dark going, where the heck is everybody? And then you check your email and go, oh, wish I'd have read this an hour ago. Okay, so check your email from time to time and then ask for help when you need it. You can do this, you can be successful. Most of our dual enrollment students, like I said earlier, make A's and B's in their classes. Okay, you just got to step up and do the work. Okay, last slide, or next to last slide, take everything that I've got up here. Okay, I may run out of the app supplement form. If you don't get this one, it is online. Okay, there's a hyperlink to it online. And then last slide is my information. In previous years, I would have said take out your phone and take a picture of this slide, but I don't think that's allowed anymore. So
I just want to reiterate the deadline. So I will tell you guys right now, the deadline for South Aiken High School students to apply is March 1st. I do not budge on that deadline because, as he explained, there's a lot of paperwork that we have to gather and be able to submit to them, including your immunization records, your birth certificate, your transcripts. I have to have all of that information ready to go by March 1st. If you say, I'm going to wait and apply in December of my senior year, and I'm going to do it for the last semester, guess what? You missed the deadline. The deadline's March 1st. So if you are considering dual enrollment at all during your senior year, you have to do it by March 1st no matter what. Are there any questions about that? Also, he talked about classes. I need you guys to understand not every single class that they offer is considered dual enrollment. What that means is the State Department, the South Carolina Department of Education, has already predetermined which courses are considered dual enrollment. Not South Aiken, we don't decide this. The South Carolina Department of Education does. Meaning that they have given us a list of approved dual enrollment courses. If you select a course from them that is not on that dual enrollment approved course list, it is what's called a concurrent enrollment course. Concurrent means you do not receive high school credit for it. So by all means, if you are in question about whether you take a certain course, you better ask first. You better find out and make sure it's on the approved list. I recommend you sticking to the generic ones, the core, English 101, 102, psychology, sociology, all those general ones that our students typically take. Those are the ones that you should stay in line with. Also, if you think or consider doing one of the courses listed on the back for graduation, he already said he wouldn't count English 4 or English 101 as your English 4 credit. He won't do that, he won't allow it. But we do allow government econ. So if you decide to do a dual enrollment class for government econ, you don't have a choice but to take it in your fall semester. We will not let students take graduation requirement dual enrollment classes in the spring semester. Because guess what? If you fail it, you're not graduating. So go ahead and get it over with in your fall semester. Understood? Okay, you guys can stick around. I'll answer any questions and so will I.
Thank y'all for being here. Happy to answer questions.